And thank you so much for coming. I know that this time of the year, ito yung pinaka-busy schedule nating lahat, no? Traffic everywhere and parties every now and then. In fact, nahirapan tayong magkaroon ng pagkakataon like this one, especially for the chapter. We were actually thinking to just do the MMR year-end party hosted by MWC chapter. But we believe that it is still very important that this afternoon i-recognize natin yung mga leaders natin at mga committee heads. But before that, let me of course acknowledge yung mga officers natin who are here in IIEE organization, of course, starting with our Regional Governor, Engineer Arwin MD Jesus. Magandang hapon, Gov. Thank you for coming. I'm sure very busy ka sa iyong hosting with other organizations. And of course, our incoming Governor, Engineer Frederick Calablaco. Thank you. And we also have here the incoming chapter president of the Metro South chapter, Jessie Lane Don. Love you. Love you pa. And of course, our chapter officers and founding members or founding personalities and officers sa chapter natin, our former Metro Manila Regional Governor, our very own Engineer Alvin M. Wagan. Good hapon. And of course, our former chapter president and the one who did yung mga acronyms natin sa Metro West, our former chapter president and Secretary General Engineer Manuel M. Guzman, na nagpiriw ng kanyang happy anniversary ng isang araw.
Okay.
And I would like also to congratulate, mentioning that, of course, yung kakasal lang sa grupo natin dito, Engineer Pablo. Kinasal po siya nung isang araw, pero nandito siya ngayon, no? Yung asawa niya nandun sa Hong Kong. For honeymoon, joke lang. Joke lang. I was there in his wedding, together with Gov. Tina Sandoval. I'm sure darating siya dito later on. And of course, our immediate former chapter president, Engineer Juveni F. Tagatak. Ayan. The tall, dark and handsome na nasa likod, kamukha ni Richard Gomez. And our chapter officers, starting of course with our Vice President Internal Affairs, Engineer Henry Bibinarao, is still on the way. Our Vice President for External Affairs, who is currently in Abu Dhabi. Nandun siya ngayon, si Engineer Brian R. Bormeo. Kaway-kaway sa camera. Okay, and our Vice President for Technical Affairs, who is currently in Baler, Aurora. Okay, James Michael S. Santos for family activity. Our Secretary Pamela Tibalingit is also on the way. And of course, our Treasurer Jennifer B. Garcia, who is hosting tonight with Pablo, is also moving on for the next year, going to Australia. So we thank you for her leadership sa chapter natin as our chapter treasurer, and of course our chapter auditor, Engineer Aileen A. Alejo. Our board of directors are here this afternoon. Engineer AP Apollo Pablo U. Zantua. Doon, si Doc AP. Board of Directors, Engineer Jonathan A. Maldo. And of course, isa sa mga masugid nating taga-suporta at sponsors for most of the activities, Engineer Julie D. Julie. And Engineer Rolando G. Yamsuan. And of course, I'd like also to acknowledge yung mga committee heads natin na nandito. This activity, itong gagawin natin ngayong hapon is primarily zeroing in doon sa mga contributions ng ating mga committee heads. We have here in attendance our armed committee head, Master Vincent Paul Aranyas. Sir Vince, mamaya sasayaw yan. And of course, we have here our committee head for code, Engineer Pablo Aranas. The newlywed. At yung mga parating pa lang, some of our committee heads are also in the province right now. And STARS Committee Head, Engineer Manuel M. De Guzman. Who else? And of course, our active committee members, Engineer Roberto C. Ocampo, nandito. Sir Bobby, maraming salamat. He was also there last time during the Metro Manila Regional Year-End Party in Rizal. And Engineer Edwin Juanito E.J. Alonso, the long hair. And we also have a guest visitor joining us this afternoon, yung kapatid po ng ating treasurer, ang soon-to-be dentist natin, and si Doktora Michelle Garcia. Thank you for coming, and yes, as mentioned earlier, meron pa akong hindi na banggit. Of course, thank you for the support ng ating mga sekretariat, nandito si Florian ng Metro West, at si Sarah ng Metro Central, at ang kanyang mister, si Willie, and of course, just arrived. Yung ating Moses Committee Head, welcome po natin Engineer Remus de Jesus. Yun. Magkakamag-anak yata sila ni Engineer Nico Arwin. Kasi pogi. Alright, meron ba akong hindi nabanggit? Of course, our official photographer natin, si Jason. Yes. For joining us in this activity once again. Welcome to this Tesla Awards. If you don't know what Tesla is, ang nag-isip po nito, siyempre, walang iba kundi si Engineer Manny de Guzman in Excellence and Servant Leadership Award. Tesla. Doon po nagsimula yun. And then, later this evening, we'll also award yung tinatawag nating Tesla coin. Now, do you remember that during our college days? Ano po ba yung Tesla coin? May ibig sabihin po sa atin yon, Circle of Outstanding Industry Leaders. So mamayang gabi, i-award natin yung mga makaka-receive ng awards na yon from different tawag nito, industry sa practice natin in the electrical engineering. So with that, welcome once again at maraming salamat for coming. Let's enjoy this evening. Later on, we'll have games, snacks, and dinner towards the afternoon. Pagkatapos, we will award later on these trophies. So once again, welcome and thank you so much for coming.